Have you ever reread the same page 3 times and still have no idea what you just read? But as soon as someone draws it out for you, you have a aha moment. Yeah, you're probably a visual learner. So let's talk about it. Hey, mentee, it is Dr. Nortey, your favorite medical mentor, and we are kicking off this series, You're Built Different Learning Styles, with talking about visual learners. So, if you click the link at the bottom of my previous video and discovered that you're primarily a visual learner, this video is for you. And for those of you thinking, what link? No worries. I'm going to go ahead and link it down below so you can go ahead and take the quiz as well to figure out which learning style fits you the most. So, if you're a visual learner, what does that mean? It means that you learn best when material is presented in graphs, diagrams, charts, has a lot of colors, shapes, and patterns. These are my learners that their notes look like a rainbow exploded on the page. You have every exclusive pen color and highlighter shade. My Picassos of the bunch that have beautifully hand drawn pictures of the lectures. These are even the learners that have pictures of lecture slides that you may or may not go back and look at. For my learners that love a good video or still photograph, this is actually not your primary learning style. And I know, I was shocked too because I put them in this category initially as well. But it's because when you're a visual learner, visual learning is active for you. So that's taking the lecture notes and organizing them using visual cues such as graphs, diagrams, or charts. Videos and still photos actually fall into other categories better that we will speak about later on in this month, so definitely stay tuned. I'm a multimodal learner, which means that I use a variety of the learning styles to process information, and low key, probably most of us are. But as a medical student, I definitely utilize visual learning to help me study for certain subjects. I used to have a hard time grasping certain concepts if I could not see it on the paper. So I used to utilize tools such as Draw It to know it a lot because it just made more sense in my brain. And this video is not sponsored by Draw It to Know It, but if they do want to sponsor my videos, definitely go ahead and send Dr. Norte an email. So if you are a visual learner, here are 3 things that you can do to transform your lecture notes into material to help you excel. First, before you go to lecture, print out your lecture notes or download them onto your device of choice. You don't want to waste time writing down information that's already on the lecture slides during lecture. While you're going through the lecture, use different color highlighters or pens to make additional notes on the lecture slides. It may even be beneficial to create a coloring system with your highlighters, where on your first pass, you can use your pink highlighter when you're not really sure about the information. On your second pass, you can use your yellow highlighter when you need to do more review of this information and you don't really know everything 100%. On your third pass, you can use your green highlighter when you're trying to solidify information and make sure that you get those few extra details at the last minute so that you can excel on your exam. I know I'm going to say this and I may confuse some of my Gen Z followers, but I'm a millennial. So I prefer to print out the lecture notes. There's just something about having the pen or the highlighter in my hand that just helps me to remember the information a little bit better. I can write a word on the side of a lecture note in a certain way, and I'll still remember it on the exam. And I know some of you are still looking at me sideways because why Dr. Norte when I can just do this on my iPad or my laptop? I know. But please don't knock it till you try it. Number two, turn pertinent information into graphs or charts. So instead of reading a long paragraph like this on bacterial, viral, and fungal meningitis CSF samples, you can create a simple chart like this, and it makes it so much easier for your brain to digest. No pun intended. Number three, for subjects like anatomy and physiology and biochemistry, draw it out. Draw out the anatomy structures, draw out the chemical pathways. Do it once and keep it in a folder. I know it takes a lot longer than you want it to, but trust me, the return on investment is more than worth it because it will not only help you on your class exams, it will come in handy when you need to study for your board exams. So go ahead, take that time now to do it once, and then you can use it throughout your medical journey. Okay, Mentee, we are off to a fabulous start to our Learning Styles series. In the comments down below, let me know what strategies you're using to excel as a visual learner. Here at MKN Mentoring, we don't gatekeep. We can all excel. There is space for everyone. Trust me. So go ahead, let me know down below what you're doing to excel. If you haven't already done so, go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. Subscribe. My community is open and I would love to see you there. Okay, Mentee, I'm going to see y'all later.